EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 47.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago, so how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? Watch Mike, watch Mike. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ready, ready. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Hey, Delta. 52. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Big grip, big grip.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, Echo. Mike 52, Mike 52. On the Army. On the Army. No, check that, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Gordon on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on second and 8. Locke. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Ready.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Set, 180. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
3rd and long for Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's caught by Smith. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby. Come on. Run.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down.
Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check, 47. Hey, let's get in home.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, exit. 52, Mike, 52. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's checking. Fire.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Come on,
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball, 52, let's go.
Clock now on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run it here with Gordon. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We go step 90 Wolf. General West.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak for the whole month.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Run.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check, 47. Watch the screen.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He finds Beckham, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 3. Check. Fresno.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 52. Hey, Mike 52.
Hey! 6'6", pull it high.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Buzz.
3 bars.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 39-yard line.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Come on.
Leo.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie.
He's tired of me. He's tired of
Smooth.
52. Watch 52. Let's go.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 18 Gator.
Bring it.
Hey, Zoo.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. 65. 65.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Ready.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch tight end.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Kill. Let's switch.
Go.
Check 3.
Shoot.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mike 52. Watch the call.
80 weapon.
Safe.
Snap.
Block now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Wide, get wide.
Bravo.
Out. Check 20.
Fair. Five.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Don't you use the light. Get your swarm on. Watch twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
10 logo.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 57 yards. Now Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry. Let's go.
Mayfield down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
15 runs.
Now a give, right side. It's Gordon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
They'll
keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind it.
Could be a house call. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know.